In order to repay a $50,000 loan, the woman, with her husband's permission, sold herself to top billionaire John for a price of $1 million for one night. However, he never dreamed that this absurd act would soon bring him huge hidden dangers. One day, in order to smoothly obtain the $1 million remuneration, the husband brought a lawyer to John's hotel. After signing the contract, David still felt a deep sense of regret. He frantically ran back to John's suite, but it was too late. In the end, he could only watch helplessly as his wife boarded John's plane and disappeared into the distance. Diana followed John to his yacht and changed into luxurious clothes she had never worn before. When she saw John, dressed in a pristine white suit, waiting for her and thoughtfully buttoning up her dress, Diana's heart actually calmed down. John told Diana that if it were him, he would never share her with anyone. However, Diana felt deeply disdainful of this and directly reiterated the $1 million deal, telling John, "You can only buy my body, but you can't buy my heart." In the end, after hesitating, she kissed John. Time passed through a night of agonizing waiting, and the next day arrived. When David saw his wife stumbling back, his heart shattered. Even though he frantically wiped away the remnants on his wife's mouth, he still couldn't erase the trauma in his heart. John kept his word. The couple immediately went to the bank with the $1 million check, wanting to redeem their land. However, they were informed that the land had already been bought by a buyer. They were instantly shocked. Even offering double the price, they still couldn't find out the identity of the mysterious buyer, which immediately made David lose control. After all, for this home that they had once looked forward to so much, he had sold his wife. But in the end, he got nothing. He was tormented by what had happened that night at all times. David accidentally found John's business card in Diana's wallet, which made him even more certain that Diana must have been secretly contacting John behind his back. However, once the seed of suspicion is planted, trust becomes the most ridiculous thing. So he furiously handed the business card to Diana, and even though she desperately tried to explain, it was to no avail. In order to get their life back on track, Diana spent a lot of money to bribe a bank employee wanting to buy back their shared land. However, she never dreamed that the buyer's column would clearly show John's name. Diana was completely enraged. She rushed into John's restaurant, disregarding everything.